All right, guys. So doing the Views Thanksgiving Day show, they were talking about politics and religion at the Thanksgiving table, like people do every single year. Should you talk about politics and religion? Well, I mean, my answer to that question is it just depends on how tolerant your family is in regards to those topics. There are some people you can talk about politics and religion with all day. You can disagree with them all day, and you're still cool, right? There's some people that just can't handle talking about those topics, especially when they're exposed to the truth, right? But Joy Behar, during this conversation, had a revolutionary proposal, right? She suggests that people who are currently LGBTQ come out the closet at the Thanksgiving dinner table this year. Yes, she suggests that people that are in the closet should come out during Thanksgiving dinner this year. Take a look.
Politics apparently is a topic most Americans want to keep off the table this Thanksgiving, according to a Quinnipiac poll.
Yeah.
They found that 66% of adults want to avoid the subject altogether. And the question is, will that be tricky? I don't think it will be, because I think people will be so glad to see all the family and all the stuff and go through all the kids and all the grandma, how you doing, all of that stuff, that the way to do it is at the end of the meal. When everybody's sitting, stomach hanging on the side, somebody will say, well, I don't know about all this gas. And you have to say, well, if you're worried about gas, get a plug-in car. And then zip out the door. Say, see you next year. And that will take care of everything.
Well, I like to talk politics at the.
That's
I do.
surprising.
I'm interested in the subject. They always say don't talk politics or religion. What's more important than those? Those are interesting topics.
Yeah.
What are you going to ask Grandma if she's still ovulating? I mean, these are. You need to come up with something. And may I suggest? I'd like to suggest.
Well, some grandmas might still be ovulating.
I would like to suggest
young.
that everybody out there, come out to your family this Thanksgiving. Just come out.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Be your
I'm just
authentic
curious. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Come out the door?
No, come out.
Come out? What do you mean?
Come out gay. If you're
So
gay,
from gas
come out.
to gay, I can't follow this conversation.
Meaning be your
Welcome to
authentic
the
self.
View.
Be yourself. Life is,
Be your authentic self.
I'm old enough now. I know that life is short because it went by like that.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's not over yet.
It's not over yet.
No.
So that's why I can still keep yakking.
Right.
Yeah.
But I say that you should be yourself.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is my philosophy in life. I've here 25 years. I'm always the same. Annoying as I am.
You're only 25?
So my whole thing is come out and be yourself. Don't let anybody tell you what you have to be in this life.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I thought that was a pretty interesting segment in regards to how Joy Behar just comes out of nowhere and suggests that people come out to their families, right, doing Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, I just found that hilarious. But apparently some people did not, right? And apparently this is a thing among some people in the LGBTQ community, in the sense that some people don't necessarily like it when they are pressured to come out to their family members. So some people have some issues with what Joy Behar was suggesting here. So let's read. Joy Behar is facing backlash for suggesting on Wednesday's episode of The View that closeted LGBTQ plus people should come out to their families this Thanksgiving. Everybody out there, come out to your family this Thanksgiving, Behar said. Just come out, see what happens, she added, as a confused Whoopi Goldberg asked, come out the door. But many people online didn't agree with Behar's holiday planning. Joy Behar, please don't be pressuring people to come out of the closet if they're not ready, one Twitter user wrote. Meanwhile, another person noted that it's incredibly dangerous to push LGBTQ plus individuals to come out before they're ready. Many of our fellow community members face real threats to their lives if they come out to family, they tweeted. If you haven't been in this situation, don't give us advice. Another viewer implored people to ignore Bear's recommendation. LGBTs, please do not listen to Joy Behar and come out to our families today if you're not ready or don't feel safe doing so, they wrote. Additional Behar critics lambasted the comedian and TV personality for her seemingly thoughtless remark. Joy Behar, you, an older, wealthy, entitled white woman, want people to come out today just because they tweeted. It shows how out of touch you are, really. Ain't that funny, right? Ain't that funny how the left eats themselves? Because that comment that Joy Behar made, I mean, listen to the whole context of the conversation. She's just saying be yourself. And I'm not defending Joy Behar because I think what she was saying was ridiculous, right? In terms of her suggestion, but not for the reason that these people think, right? I think it was just ridiculous to even like bring that up. Like, why would you say that, right? To me, it's like she was trying to get woke virtue signaling points and it ended up backfiring on her because apparently people in this community feel some type of way about being pressured to come out right before they're ready. But I'm just saying, it's just hilarious how she was trying to do that. However, that backfired on her as people didn't really appreciate that. Another person reminded Behar that the LGBTQ plus youth can experience harmful consequences for sharing their truth with relatives. Hey, Joy, I have a transgender son and I'm so proud of him. However, most parents are not like me. Some will resort to violence just because their child is LGBTQ plus. So please don't tell people to come out just to see what happens. That can be dangerous, they wrote. Despite her controversial Thanksgiving advice, Behar has publicly advocated for LGBTQ plus people for years. In 2010, she received a GLAAD's Excellence in Media Award for her fair and accurate coverage of the community on her now defunct CNN series, The Joy Behar Show. Reps for The View and Behar were not immediately available when contacted by Page Six for comment. Yeah, so she's facing some backlash, right, for trying to appeal to some people on her side, right, telling them to come out doing Thanksgiving. Now, I don't really know much about that because I'm not LGBTQ plus, right? So I can't really speak on that too much. But what I can speak on is the whole politics at the Thanksgiving table thing. Look, man, I look at it like this. Again, there's some people that can handle it. There's some people that can't. Everybody knows their families, okay? But I will say this. This is a good time to dispel some myths, right? Especially when it comes to the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing, how the mainstream media has brainwashed a ton of people to believe things that happened that didn't actually happen. Doing the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing, like him driving across state lines with a weapon and all this other stuff, like things that are just objectively not true, okay? I think it is a good time to bring that up if somebody else brings that up at the table, right? Because we all have those people in our families that are ultra liberal that are going to bring it up, right? Because they got to vent about the trial, right? And it's a good time to correct those people about what actually happened and why that is actually self-defense, right? Which kind of happened to me today. So that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, you know, I don't mind politics at the Thanksgiving table. But again, I think it comes down to each individual family in terms of how they take it. But in regards to Joy Behar's comments here about coming out doing Thanksgiving, I don't know about all that, right? But I'm not LGBTQ plus, so I can't really speak on it. Apparently, there's some people that don't really like that. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.